Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are already at tip off. The New York Knickerbockers are at home here in the Garden facing off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis Grizzlies, 13 guys allegedly out for the season, a majority of which are not playing. I think the only player that's currently on the team that's as of note right now is Jaren Jackson Jr. No, not even Jaren Jackson Jr. is up in the starting five. Down the line, Brunson for the floater, and that's who opened the score. You can watch this over on MSG. I think it's the only way you can't get it if you have Yes. But there are some young talent that even though the Grizzlies been lacking on star power, their rotations have been outstanding. Some young players like that JG Jackson kid, GG Jackson has been absolutely killing it. High screen off Precious Achua, Isaiah Hartenstein were missing. But a down screen over the double screen up the high, post move no good. Achua misses. Also, farther in the video, we're going to be going over as soon as we hit over the commercial break, we'll transition into what's going on around the deadline because we're not that far away. Kick out, turnover. Earthon Makers literally asking for us to give the NBA teams money. The putback after the missed layup. Hartenstein finishes up the break. Now Precious Achua can move into the 4 position. And we know Josh Hart's a wing by heart, literally. And of course, DiVincenzo, we know he's a facilitating 2 guard. So it's kind of a standard position, and Achua kind of fits to be a rebounding, playmaking forward. So we're kind of getting what is a jack of all trades off the starting 5. Remainingly, the only person I think that's played almost every game I could say is Hart and Brunson. Not Hart. Hart's been bench. Hartenstein has been transitioning his role over on the bench to the center position for probably the best time. I don't know why we're having this much of technical difficulty so far. And DiVincenzo went for 3. DiVincenzo had some shoddy shooting against the Los Angeles Lakers nights ago. It's been a few nights since we played the Los Angeles Lakers, snapped their 9-game winning streak. And for that, man, screw the Lakers. But I can't be more proud of how the Knicks even trailed off. At least we lost to a competitive NBA team. Sure, they're not good, but they're not terrible. What the hell, bro? Do I have to refresh? We're getting choppy connections, man. It started 7-0 run. Finally, a score on the board from the Memphis Grizzlies, but then we back and forth. Not really back and forth. It's 9-2 run. What is with the connection, dog? Xavier and Tillman. Finally. Bounces up. Tillman. Over on the break. Loose off the fadeaway 2, no good. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Over in transition. It's 8.5 remaining. Pull up jumper. Brunson knocks it down, baby. A timeout already up in the single digit margin. This is not a good look for the Memphis Grizzlies. Wait, like what? 13 guys reportedly in the injury list. Marcus Smart, they recently acquired. He's already out, guys. That's tough. I'm sorry. My sympathies, bro. I actually have sympathy for the Grizzlies coming out of a playoff run, having a possible All NBA star guard. That's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how I mute myself there, but I want to make sure I had a side by side view of my footage and of course me viewing the game. Right now they're going into well, it's good to see Walt Clyde Frazier with of course Mike Breen. Mike Breen, well respected comment calls and many other calls that he's had in NBA history, and Clyde Frazier that's been a part of the commentary business after his Hall of Fame career, also as a New York Knick. Are they retiring? Well, the Knicks are starting off hot. This is a cook. I think the Knicks have had the best turnaround over the deadline since trading some big rotation pieces to build around over the long term for win now death rolls. And I'm not saying OG Anunoby's old. Oh, let me just mute that part real quick. My apologies. I don't want to get caught over for copyright just in case. Because even if I have like three people total watch it over the stream, and I know I get a reasonable subtotal amount of people watching, but consistently they be on your dick for copyrighted content just to spliff the content. If I'm not talking about anything else, fam, it, it gets me. It sometimes gets me. Also, we got some trade targets in the room for probably for NBA team. Denver Nuggets, they do need to pick edge out on some experience depth, but that's probably their best players on the team out of Reggie Jackson, Contavious Caldwell Pope, DeAndre Jordan. They do have some young guys like Watson and Chris Brown. Not Chris Brown. Christian Brown. Christian Brown. But I really wouldn't mind if they pick up another decent rebounder. Yeah. Thank you, Clyde. And thank you, Mike Breen. Great commentary. Great commentary duo. Now we're back in the action. I had to mute it. Swing out from the corner, baseline. Aliba Ted, Xavier Tillman. Tillman kind of transitioned out of his into a backup role over Steven Adams. Now Victor Oladipo got traded for somehow a lot of future content. I don't know if it's just off the potential alone. Good backdoor drive, swing out to the corner to Hart. DiVincenzo swings over, outstanding ball movement. Precious Achua off the corner three, locks it in, bro. That's double digits again. That's gonna mark it now 15-12. I don't know if we're ahead or behind. 4-15. Gilliard, top of the key. DiVincenzo's right there. Good switch over. Why would you think he needs help, Precious? We could have had them under 5 in the first 5 minutes, guys. Gilliard, he's undersized, but the guy can hoop, man. Good cross over from the drive. Floater off the backboard. That's good off Brunson. Back to back trays. Achua up corner three. And told you, man, they got some low key buckets on that Grizzlies squad. That's another good shot. Mikal Bridges to the Detroit Pistons would make them somewhat more competitive, but I feel like they should edge out on more experience. But Gordon Hayward could be a trial per era, but if they just pick up on all NBA scoring players, they would just be in the same situation, but with the same problem. It would just be like that Blake Griffin trade for the Clippers. It kind of more benefited the Clippers in the long run. When people thought it was just gonna benefit the freaking Pistons, knowing you get an all NBA guard helping up with a big man. Pistons haven't been in the playoffs in somewhat a long time beforehand, just to get eighth seed exits. So if Mikal Bridges went to the Pistons, they would just be in the same situation Blake Griffin would be with lesser cap space. A fight over from the rebound, it's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, I do feel like they need a center. They've been playing Isaiah Stewart at the 5, like for the past couple months. Stewart's an undersized forward. Good bounce over, a good bounce pass, and the aggressive two-handed jam over by Isaiah Hartenstein. That's going to trail this back over to near double-digit deficit. Williams for 3. Zaire Williams knocks it down. Edging off the behind screen, pull up 2. Brunson can't follow through with it, but still Hartenstein fights for the rebound. Picked up over Brunson. He'll get the blow by floater. It's good. Bro, he's already in double figures as soon as the game started. I only remember Precious Achua and Hartenstein scoring. Wheeling and dealing, frying and buying. Moore back to Gillard. Bounces out. Albetta steps back. Gilliard for 3. Can't follow through. Rebound. Picked up over DiVincenzo. Oh, and Hart with a finesseful pass off the baseline for the dunk man. Precious Achua to go off the 2. That's going to push it to double digits. 23-13. Knicks are cooking. What do you expect off an injury-riddled Grizzlies team? I don't know if we're still even going to press them over to the playoff contention because any hope that they've had even competing. And the two-handed drive off the blow-by, man. Precious Achua have been having a cakewalk for the paint. And coach is not happy about the officiating that's going on. Good blow-by over the no contact over the slam is good for Precious Achua. The Knicks are cooking. Yep. So it's either Caleb Martin, Keldon Johnson, Gordon Hayward, an experienced wing. A bit outdated over his years of play, and his injuries kind of held him up. But I feel like they need a legitimate forward. I don't know if Zach Collins is in the mix. They either need a Zeller, just somebody experienced, somebody that can rim protect, and somebody that can actually organize a bit of a system on that Pistons team. Because or DeAndre Ayton, fuck it. Monty Williams had a fine job coaching DeAndre Ayton. And he's still young. You get Keldon Johnson. That's a stocky but undersized forward. Mikal Bridges. He needs to be on a contending team. Who they have for the Milwaukee Bucks? Look at the Cleveland. They have Kyle Kuzma. That actually sounds pretty cool. Will Harrison. He's in the Garden. Yeah. Of course, Anthony. Every time he's here, man. It's Kenneth Thompson. So Jayshawn Tate, that's been having disparaging minutes. So any sizey wing defender that could score. Jeremy Grant's a bit on the older side. I'm sure he's 30 by now. Kyle Kuzma's over and is still in his prime years. He's productive and a bit more to build around. But I don't know how much cap Dallas is willing to sprung. But somebody that can at least keep the secondary unit in check, that can score. I'd go with Jonathan Isaac in my opinion. I just want somebody that can shut the fuck up and hoop, in my opinion. But yeah. Kyle Kuzma would be more of a fan favorite pick, knowing that he still can produce and drop a 40-point game. He will assist around on help defense, and he's been in a championship game before. So Kyrie, Kuzma, Luka, Lively and Williams sounds like a more attractive lineup, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But you get three defensive liabilities that can only do the bare minimum, and they play better when I guess, the secondary unit pulls up. I feel like the Mavericks need to work on their depth because I'm not relying on Tim Hardaway Jr. on lineups anymore. I swear to God. And I'm saying this watching the Knicks. We're back, but they got it like picture in picture. What's going on with the Knicks and Grizzlies? Literally, Grizzlies should get a sponsor because I know you can do sponsors on your jerseys now. Just put it on. Just put a red cross. Oh my gosh, it's old man Taj Gibson taking Thon Maker's money. Mr. Corner 3, by the way, Taj. Thanks for being like that weird uncle that always pulls up. Swear to God, any circumstance that he gets in, guys, it's like we forgot he was a wizard. Then I guess they released him off his contract deal or a buyout clause. Then he gets signed over a 10-day. And I don't know if he's going to get signed over for the rest of the season. The veteranship is pretty good for the team, and you need a depth in the 5 position. But Taj Gibson, bro, I remember when he was running from half court. Damn, it's like you're just waiting for the perfect opportunity when you think it's time to get rid of that horse. Taj, he's going to pull up again, isn't he? Oh, no, he won't. He's off the handoff roll in the cross. What's the call? And Tibbs is not happy about whatever call Jalen Brunson was on. And I guess it's off an illegal screen. It's back over to Derrick Rose returns to the guard. And I thought he was injured again. But he checks in. The Memphis Criminals. Overhead chuck from the outside. Jackson. And Gigi Jackson gets the foul call over Taj Gibson. He's putting his hands up like he didn't do anything. I don't know where the shove. It came off the cross up. Where was the shove at? Oh, so Taj Gibson got a bit of a trip over, so they're pushing an illegal screen. Do you guys feel like the Knicks are already on that conversation to still compete and they should just wait until everybody's healed up to trail around this season, or you feel like there's still moves to be made? Because we know that the Knicks are still in probably trade talks because, LeBron James wants to either go to New York after, I guess, teasing his return after snapping our winning streak. I'm not doing this for a farewell party, guys. Especially with a guy at 39 that's literally just just there to stat pad at that point. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. LeBron is a born leader. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but I'm fine the way the Knicks are. Shit, bro. Can we just please have like a good contending team in peace? Playoff contending. Floater off the contest and a foul. Jalen Brunson's getting on the line. Got a foul off one of the Grizzlies. And Derrick Rose trying to help this young Grizzlies unit, 14 points per game over his 152 games played as a Knick, counting his first stint as well. So they're averaging that. Listen here, young blood. Ow, ow, ow. My hip. Man, he's like 32. My hip. Still hearing the MVP chants. All the love still goes to Derrick Rose. Like last season, he was like our glorified mascot on the bench. Seriously, Derrick Rose was like our Udonis Haslam after like our last playoff run. Moving up on transition press, and Brunson having an outstanding first quarter. 13 points, 5 of 8 from the floor. From the lane, it's good. Off the roll, Miles McBride. He'll swing out over to DiVincenzo. Crosses, trying to step back, loses the ball over Luke Kennard. Swings up, Jackson, No, that's Rose. I was, what the fuck? Was he trying to sell for the foul? DiVincenzo. He'll like Euro in for the burger. God damn. Sorry, people. I don't see lamps like that blown. Corner three. Up the wing. No good. Taj Gibson was right there. Well defended. Over the high rolling screen. Of course, he had the best three, Paul. He was playing for a good playoff team. Corner. Back to McBride. Set the screen, DiVincenzo. Loose ball over the fake. Takes it over the finger roll. Rattles around the rim. It's good. Let's go, Dante. I apologize if you guys are not getting a refresher off the score. I don't know what's going on with this thing. My apologies. But right now, it's like 19-29 on my side. Catching the double, Derrick Rose. Oh, my leg! He overthrows it, getting out of the double team. Taj Gibson right there to help defense. Williams over the baseline, fakes the kick out, over to the paint, and it's good. Brunson goes down, and no call is made. Taj Gibson is trying to plead to the referee. Yes, I don't know if Williams is fouled. Because that was like a blatant offensive rebound, man. That was Vince Williams, by the way. Just watch out for the junior people. That always catches me off guard. Fake handoff over the blow by. Oh, simple trick. Simple trick, but effective. Smart move off Brunson. Coach got to call timeout. Guys, know who's missing out of the lineup. He's also in trade talks. Quentin Grimes. That his catch and shooting has been a bit lackluster in a rotation piece, and knowing that we already have a bunch of rotating guards that can do well, our catch and shooting wing has kind of been selling his off-season training. Corner three, GG Jackson keeps it going, man. I remember when he was trying to hold his composure after Shaquille O'Neal complimented his game in like a 40-point performance for a rookie. Cross, sizes up, over the lane. There! Fadeaway jumper off Brunson. Over the buzzer, and it's going to count 23-29 to 33-24, bro. Fadeaway, shaking off over Williams. Vince Williams gets cooked off the fadeaway off the buzzer beater to end the quarter. Knicks lead near double digits. And Brunson's already having a show out with like what, 15 points in the quarter? What a game for the Knicks. Huh? 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 Yeah, I'm shocked how much Austin Reeves shoes has been garnering traction against hoopers per se, just guys that like playing basketball. Don't get me wrong, I was like owning a pro athlete's shoe. Always been my dream whenever like I had the money, I could just get a hoop shoe. Like I wanted a pair of LeBrons when I was a kid or a pair of Mellows. Uh whatever Kobe Bryant was wearing, sadly, I don't feel like that's gonna happen nowadays. RIP to Kobe, the great legend Kobe Bryant, but some of these resale prices are on some bullshit. You got to sell half your paycheck to even get a pair of goddamn Kobe Bryants. And Kobe's, I'm not saying they're not high quality hoop shoes. I'm sure they're very nice. They're very comfortable, and I see a lot of NBA players wear them. They're there for a reason, not all just because of respect of the legend. They're good shoes to wear. But my man, that shit ain't used for work. They're not an all-around shoe. And the Kobe's that they be selling is barely a decade old, bro. I ain't spending $500 on some Kobe sixes, bro. Like people forgot about the 80, like or what was the last Kobe to come out since like 2016, Kobe 11s. It's either waste your money on that, and hell, there's new shoes that even play like Kobe's, look like Kobe's, and they're cheaper. Why spend 500 while you can still keep save that for like something that costs like 100? Don't do that to yourself all because you want to play in them, man. All right, we're back after a bit of an ad break for MSG. Good kick out down, but Miles McBride did cut. Oh wow, blow by over DiVincenzo. Oh my goodness, what is he doing? Outlet JG Jackson. Who's wearing number 21? David Roddy. Oh yeah, he dropped like 23. I remember him. He was knocking back to back threes. Spin out over the contest. Derrick Rose, bro. He still can't finish off the buckets, bro. It is not 2012 anymore. I wish. Don't get me wrong. I wish, but it's not. Even though I'd be like 60 pounds heavier, but who's counting? Me. Off the finish. Down the lane. Aggressive finish by Miles McBride. It's razzling, dazzling. Pull up three. Jackson couldn't follow through. Rebound by Miles McBride. He'll swing it out to DiVincenzo. God damn, Dante can't control over the ball. McBride, overhead. Taj waiting to overhead pass. Open under finish. Trying to catch him off guard over the paint. Thinking that would be an easy kick out, but he finishes over a layup. Overhead. Oh no, David Roddy couldn't handle it over the corner pass, and it's going out of bounds. Knicks possession again. Oh man, the Mavericks. I mean the Grizzlies. Man, it's tough. It's got to be tough. And what's going to be their issue? They have had probably the worst luck, probably one of the biggest playoff fallouts, but it's out of circumstance. Yeah, even after losing John Morant due to injury, I mean due to suspension, the Grizzlies were just an overall laughing stock. High rolling screen, DiVincenzo up the mid corner, screen held by McBride. No, that's not DiVincenzo. That's Malachi Flynn. Over the roll. Oh, McBride. Jesus Christ. All right. All right, buddy. All right. Roddy off the high roll. Oh, off the screen. He'll muscle up the paint, catching over the pump fake. Muscles in. Rebound. Picked up over Josh Hart. He'll swing out, catch and shoot for Flynn. No good. And Odama rebounds. 10, 10, 10. Corner three. No good, bro. Oh my gosh. Cross down the lane. He'll muscle up the paint. Oh, Taj Gibson with the spin move. Oh man moves and he'll get to the line. Sadly, I feel like this is going to be the only way that he's going to score tonight. Oh man, I really wish I was being more respectful. Taj Gibson really hasn't been like that since like 2020 or 2019. Whenever he could still run. Hey, father time's a bitch, guys. Remember that. I can't wait for OG to come back, man. He's been our best game changer in the deadline we've had since last season when we picked up Josh Hart. And we went through an 8-game run where we after the I think All-Star break, we won like 6 straight till we got our dreams thrashed. I think that was the Phoenix Suns or something. But the chat's there if you guys are willing to come in. Julius Randle, of course, still showing his support while he's still sidelined. He'll be also missing out from the All-Star game, even though he did get picked up. Scotty Barnes will probably be taking over. Oh, yeah, Scotty Barnes did get confirmed to be taken over. I mean, shout out to Scotty. Trae Young as well is also taking over for injury reserve because I think Joel Embiid will be also out. They got pimp slapped. The last kick out for three. Hart Knocks it down, baby. Josh Hart knocks. That's back-to-back trades for the Knicks, and it's near a 20-point game. 4 for 9 over the 5 of 12. Corner. Kick out again. Gillard. Aldama. Overhead. Over the post. Aldama, it's a foul. What? And Koshar gets the somehow got a reach and foul over on the post. And Hartenstein's coming back. Oh, my leg. What the hell? Where's Taj Gibson going? Oh God. Oh yeah, Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson got a podcast. People, probably the most legal likely guys to be open about their personal lives and also to view their opinions on basketball. Jesus Christ, I forgot what it's called. Wildcat, something Villanova related for sure. Handoff over the high screen over by Precious. Step back, McBride for three. Oh my gosh. Everybody's just knocking stuff down on the dime. I have nothing bad to say right now. That's a 23-point lead for the New York Knicks. Okay, so I'm going. John Morant shoes. Do I look like a thug? Drive Malachi. Oh, with the step back. Oh my goodness! And that's a tray from Malachi Flynn, knocking it down on the Knicks colors. Is that really still necessary to sing? Like, I only remember that because it was back in the day. Like, pop club music was like the thing. Like early 2010s, you either had Black Eyed Peas, LMFAO, Drake, Nicki Minaj. The only upside was, I guess, Chris Brown, if you're a fan, and Lil Wayne. The the lit the lit mumbo rap trap drill was getting in the developments. I'm not saying 2010s was bad, but the intuitivity of what we love today came from those people that are kind of saturating it, or it's dying out now. And now we got the dancers up pulling up with a performance. Everybody hate you when it's a hey. Wow, it really does look light. Oh wow. We still got a bunch of teams over in the deadline that possibly need to make some moves. I'm gonna see if I agree with this. Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal, like a bunch of Nets and Raptors. Like Gary Trent Jr., a backup point guard should be necessary. Ben Simmons is probably going to be pushed on trade talks. Me personally, I either want Ben Simmons and Mikal Bridges to go to the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like that's a perfect team for them. Somewhere to facilitate and play and make, where you got the shot ups. Cam Johnson needs to go somewhere else, in my opinion. Uh, But Dorian Finney-Smith and Royce O'Neal doesn't seem that bad. I feel like they're empty in the wing position. They don't have a lot of scoring options out of Evan Ingram and Jared Allen. Great rebounding defensive forwards, but when it comes to trying to compensate for points, they're over relying on if Karis LeVert gets hot, or either Garland gets hot or Donovan Mitchell gets hot. I'm not saying they're terrible players or they're terrible scorers. Their their size is going to be a massive Achilles heel. Oh, and a good tip, good steal. What the fuck? Did he double dribble? Precious Achua got the breakaway two after the jam. After getting the steal, yeah, the Knicks are cooking the Grizzlies at the half, guys. We're nearly at the end of the we're nearly at halftime for three. I don't know why they got rid of Kenneth Lofton. I still want to know. I don't know. I know not a lot of people are concerned about what happens over in the front office and the Grizzlies, but Kenneth Lofton, I heard he dropped 40. He's a very young player. He's a big boy. Don't get me wrong, but Fam dropped 40, and it looked like John Morant was fond of him. I'm sure a lot of young players are fond of one another on the Grizzly side. Bounce pass over to the inside. Can't get the extra point, man. The Grizzlies are just been on a scoring slump for the past 8 minutes. It has been difficult for them to score from the inside or from behind the arc. And what was that? A travel call on Malachi Flynn? What happened? I'm not even trying to BS anybody. But about out of anybody else in the list, I feel like Corey Kispert would be a good signing, and Dorian Finney-Smith for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That would be actually pretty cool. Chicago Bulls, it's time to revamp. Austin Reeves needs to be out of this. I feel like with his fanfare and his marketability, I doubt he'll leave LA. Achua Obaji, Andre Jackson Jr., Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller is still in the league. I think he's on the Blazers too. Up and under finish, but he gets rejected by Xavier Tillman. Marjan Beauchamp, just somebody to develop over this young squad. I'm shocked there's not any more bigger names. I heard Kate Cunningham might go to Chicago as well. Austin Reeves, you just need another token playmaking white guard. Charlotte Hornets, it's either just get rid of LaMelo Ball's contract. You have an all NBA guard that you have no hopes of exceeding the expectations to actually drive some rotating piece. Brandon Miller has been exceptional his rookie season. Killian Hayes, possibly. DeAndre Hunter. That's tough. I feel like the Hawks in general need to blow up their squad. Brooklyn Nets, DeJounte Murray and Trae Young in a package deal. Still keeping Nick Claxton, you push with Zach LaVine, or Jalen Green and D'Lo. It would be such a nice story knowing that D'Lo kind of reconfigured his career over in Brooklyn after he was kind of just shifted over on the wayside over in Orlando in his first stint in LA, and he became an All NBA scoring guard, made it to an All Star game. That has not happened since, guys. It's been what 6 years since his stint in Brooklyn. After trying to win now with the whole big three in Brooklyn, that did not go out well. D'Lo has been a stagnant journeyman, trying to still even survive, and he's not even playing badly. Corner three, Flynn for three. Outlets over to about for three. Thank you. Just for the sake of this being competitive. Grizzlies, Jesus Christ. I know the Knicks are a good team, but this is just embarrassing. Muscles up. Oh, big man move. And one from Hartenstein. Let's go, baby. Yeah, but out of all the attractive signings, Jalen Green, I would not risk him. Houston is still a developing side. I know Jalen Green has his missteps as a young guard. Trae Young is in the prime of his life. He's still in the NBA. He's still an All NBA level guard. He's in the All Star team this season. I know he was snubbed originally to pick even as a reserve guard because Brunson has just been so impactful for the Knicks. And Damian Lillard is still Damian Lillard, even though his production is kind of lackluster down and sacrificed for Giannis. I feel like DeJounte should go somewhere else. He could be a third option instead of the second option. Boston Celtics, Caruso, get a white Marcus Smart, or Aaron Wiggins from the Thunder. Xavier Tillman, they get help on the size department because Sam Hauser's not good at rebounding. Or Dario Saric. So it's obvious that the Boston Celtics depth is the reason. When it comes to competing with top seeding teams, Celtics been struggling, but still looking comfortable in the top seed for now. For now. Brunson bounces from the inside and one again. Back to back and ones for Isaiah Hartenstein, bro. He is cooking. Current defense is crazy. 2 hours of yoga is insane. Uh, Snickers bars during work is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Breakaway twos, man. Hartenstein's killing it. No, that was DiVincenzo. I'm racist, and I apologize for that. Oh, but a steal again. Miscommunication off the ball movement. And there it is for a chew off the lob from Brunson. The Knicks are breaking the house down. Timeout, Memphis. This is a show so far for the New York Knicks. Too many takeaways for the Memphis Grizzlies. The shooting is obviously not their strong suit. They're not even missing John Morant. Desmond Bain is killing them, and Jaren Jackson Jr. missing in the lineup obviously limits their rebounding capabilities to facilitate plays. Oh, I apologize. What else we have? Of course, the Atlanta Hawks for Taylor Hendricks. Forward from the Utah Jazz, Anthony Black. From the Orlando Magic, Lou Dort. A great defensive young player from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dyson Dawson, and of course Quentin Grimes. A bit more help on the defensive side over his catch and shoot because it's just Bogdanovich if it ain't Trey Young. Just some more sizey depth off the shooting. Dyson Daniels, I've seen a couple games from him. He's been very promising. Quentin Grimes, you would just be in some lackluster form. Now we've seen inconsistent players turn into big important role pieces, but yikes! I will go with either Dyson Daniels or Lou Dort. No offense, I have not seen Anthony Black play that much. Taylor Hendricks, not that much as well. Who we got for? Let's go for the Portland. The no, not the Dallas Mavericks. We went over the Dallas Mavericks. The Detroit Pistons. No, the Golden State Warriors. Now the Warriors are in such a circumstance where it's either get to John T. Murray, get a younger front backcourt, get Okonwu, or add a Visa, get some young position that you can build upon to try to foundate some change on the depth, so you guys can rely on your second unit a lot more if you still want to keep the roles going. Because Wiggins gotta go. Wiggins gotta go, bro. Wiggins either needed a new change of scenery. I can understand if you guys want to keep Jonathan Kuminga, because Jonathan Kuminga's had some good games recently. It's either Kevon Looney, even though he's been with the Warriors a lot more. Kuminga's shown more upside on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Or Alex Caruso, because Gary Payton Jr. has been hurt a bit too long. But I would try to reload on the size and shooting department, because Warriors can still be competitive when they need to be, or they'll get pimp slapped. We're back. Damn. Luckily enough, that's not an and one. Posted up with Jalen Brunson, spins out. Willie, and sadly Williams. Well defended on Brunson. Yeah, man. Dennis Schroeder had the best. That's what money gets you guys. It fixes your hairline. Shout out to LeBron James. Another score off Brunson, guys. Outlet from the inside. Now turns it into impromptu. Kennard off the drive. Overhead. Williams for three. Knocks it down. Back to Vince Williams. Corner three. Achua. Can't follow through. Finally, Derrick Rose, but a man goes down. Bounces. Floater for two. Man, Willis Reed was one of those guys. Fadeaway two, no good. Rebound from the blow by, no good. Corner three, McBride knocks it down again. Here comes over the inbound. Oh god, miss again. Finally, a rebound. It feels like they're incidental rebounds because it's not them boxing out or dominating. Oh, chase down rejection, man. Hartenstein is having a tremendous performance. Next Sunday's the Super Bowl, guys, and I already saw the polls. We have 68%. 68. We have 8 votes, and you guys still have enough time to put your polls together for the total prediction. And that's going to be the end of the half, 70-46 after the last shot from the Grizzlies. Also, it's a back and forth in Indiana, while the Rockets are matching up against the Red Hot Pacers, 96-94. It's a shutout right now, 65-47. Nets are just been mollywop. Nets have become from, well, it was shooting in the first half of the season when they saw like KD and Kyrie, to now Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas has showed out, man, but sometimes his basketball IQ shows, man. He's young to be selfish, but he should really learn. Uh, there should be veteranship on that next squad if they're still feeling like they can contend. But there's some games where they just get pimp slapped by the Suns, and now they're going to get pimp slapped by a bunch of playoff teams. Magic getting mollywopped by the Miami Heat. And the Timberwolves playing off against the Chicago Bulls, where it's down by 7 with only a minute left in the first quarter. So the game just started. Scores right here at the half, 47-70. And the Knicks, man, let's go over. Man, I'm so proud of what's going on, man. Vince Williams is leading the charge with 13 points, 2 assists, man. But nobody's over 5. And look at the injury list here, guys. Zaire Williams out due to injury. Jaren Jackson Jr. doubtable to come back. Victor Oladipo that they traded Steven Adams for, and Steven Adams already out. And you got like 4. They got 2 second-round picks. Has already been injured since being in Houston. Desmond Bane's out. Marcus Smart's been out. John Morant's out for the rest of the season. So is Brandon Clark's. That sucks, bro. 7 points is Derrick Rose. And majority of that came from finishing off the line. Barely can shoot now. Aldama's decent. G.G. Jackson expected a lot more, bro. I don't mind us winning, but I thought it was going to be a bit more competitive. But Precious Achiuwa really showed out. You know who showed out more? Hartenstein was getting swats. Out-rebounding his opponents. Muscling around the paint. Going down the roll. Cut into the basket. He was cooking defenders. That's what I like to see from centers. Outstanding performance by Hartenstein. 13 points already at the half. In the first quarter for Jalen Brunson. This was without Julius Randle, by the way. Taj Gibson only got 2 points because he was on the line. Malachi Flynn hit 2 threes. McBride had 2 threes and 1 backdoor cut around the basket. So did DiVincenzo. Very, very confident. Good basketball. And the Chinese New Year. So, of course, we're having a... Are they wearing masks? No. I thought they were wearing masks for a second. We have 2 people wearing masks where everybody's wearing a dragon parade. Yeah, I'm not gonna go that far, but shout out to everybody that got the cool New York, not New York, the cool Chinese New Year's shoes, limited editions, because that's on some BS, bro. I need a plug if I ever get that amount of money if I want to get something cool now. I need a plug for something, not even for drugs, it's for clothes. If anybody knows me personally, people, I do not have the best fashion sense in the world. So I apologize if I feel scummy for even saying that. Let's go for more of the half. So the Houston Rockets either get Mikal Bridges, more consistent sizing. Fred VanVleet's already been proving his worth over in Houston. Bogdan Bogdanovic, I like that signing. Kelly Olynyk, that's been productive. He's still on Utah. Getting a stockier center that can facilitate and defend, and he's a decent shooter. Over Marjanovic that they don't play until garbage time. Steven Adams that just got signed, but he's still injured. Jeff Green plays the 5. They need a legitimate center at the position. Chris Boucher has been rotting on the Toronto Raptors. So I'd either go with Olynyk and Bogdanovic. I'd rather keep the consistency over on Houston. The Indiana Pacers have already been playing like a top seeding unit, and they've been one of the best offense. Can be one of the best offenses in any team right now. Royce O'Neal could be a stockier defending forward that they can have defend any position. Matisse Thybulle, former teammates. He could veto the trade. Thybulle, I think he did play with Tyrese Halliburton back in Sacramento. And you could push over that connection due to the bias or Dorian Finney-Smith. Then I guess he can go on any team. Josh Okogie, he's not been playing as well as I think Suns fans could tell over in Phoenix. And Jeremy Grant. LA Clippers. A young playmaking wing that can shot create like PJ Washington could help their depth come playoff time. Santi Aldama that plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got a good catch and shooting. Or Max Kleber that's had, I think he's been the longest Maverick on the team. And Olenek and Boucher. Yeah, I'd call Kleber or PJ Washington. Next up, the Los Angeles Lakers. We know it's either DeJounte Murray, Bojan Bogdanovic, Finney Smith, anything that they sacrifice cap space for, even though I feel like there should be now a time to rebuild for the Lakers if next season if everything turns to shit. Because I feel like LeBron is just going to go with this on the long run before like everything goes south, in my opinion. Oh, breakaway jam over LeBron James. That was just last night when they played the Hornets. Everybody doing the scoop pass off transition now. It's a fast and slick position, and you don't hurt your shoulder. It's a nice Okamwu with the hammer on Terrence Mann. Number 8, James Harden. Oh, yeah, that and one that he had on Trae Young was insane. What else? We also got number 7. The floater for the one-handed jam over PJ Washington. Yeah, PJ Washington should be in trade talks. Oh, no, that's Miles Bridges. My fault. Because you're wasting cap on, of course, good players, but they're not really helping out your situation. In the Jam by Dyson Daniels. Pump fake, lob to himself, and it's like Anthony Edwards can do it in the West. I'm going to do it in the East. Overhead steal. Up the break, Brandon Miller going airborne. Rui Hachimura trying to fly. So this is where the big boys play, and he's going to take it downtown to the rim. Pump fake up to the damn. Right back, people. Yeah, right now the Knicks are just trading up and just push and shoot around before we head back into the second half of basketball, where the pimp slapping is going to continue for the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Also, remember, I think there was the NXT pay per view. Trick Williams got turned on by Carmelo Hayes. I thought Carmelo Hayes was already on the main roster, so I'm shocked there was already a heel turn. So I guess when he pulls up to the main roster, they got something to feud about, because Carmelo's just been in a mid feud over with Austin Theory when I checked it out. So we're back after commercial break. Here to start the second half of basketball. Knicks trail. I don't talk. Why can't they ever be honest with one another? It's like, you know them for such a long time. It's like, fuck that nigga. I haven't emailed him back in years. What's a Zoom call, Mr. Frazier? What's y'all niggas with the internet? Quick handoff off the cross. Kick out again, Ochua. Hands off over to pump fake floater into heart no good. See, Josh Hart shouldn't be out rebounding majority of the guys up the box out. Pump fake. Brunson for three. No good. Yo, New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York. No. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant. Achua, you gotta stop hesitating, bro. That's the second time. Muscles up, Tillman, and one. Tillman should be a major trade target, but knowing the circumstances, I bet Memphis is going to do the bare minimum moves, to just rebuild, not just restructure their lineup to make sure they can survive the rest of the season. Kicks out. Oh my God. Vince Williams just turnover after turnover. The ball movement has just been terrible. And it was already too easy. Just they got so lax and it just went into an easy score for Josh Hart. Turnovers off points and it's 15 by the Knicks. They're cooking. 21 points. Three. Battles around the rim, Dante. That's okay. Great steal by Dante. Oh, tips over. Overhand. Aldama gets it out of bounds. Over the baseline. Jesus Christ, bro. I know NBA length is possibly a bit different from regular courts that we're used to, but come on, man. Overhead, kick out, corner three. It's good off Luke Kennard. It was a good trade last season. Now he's just got to survive. Yeah, the Knicks has just been cooking him. And it looks like Coach cussed out the referee, so we got a tech. Oh boy. Coach is Coach is not happy about the officiating that's going on, even though this is a blowout game. Brunson's on the line. Vince Williams got to keep that. Vince Williams Jr. got to keep that motion in check. Kennard over the up and under. It's good. Yeah, yeah. The Knicks are just getting cooked at this point, people. Pull up two over the roll. It's good off Brunson. Insert gang sign. I mean celebration. I'm kidding. That's only when he makes a three. All right, that's another timeout. Jalen Brunson's just cooking. He comes over the fadeaway jumper, and then here he comes pulling up off the roll for a deep midi. It's good basketball Brunson's playing. Now we're back. Happy Chinese New Year's to the people. Man, missing a lot of key pieces, man. But thank God this Grizzlies team is as injury riddled as it is. I'm sure they're very competitive. I'm sure they'd be in the playoff conversation if everybody was healthy. But sadly, the body can only do so much as what the mind gives it. So it's tough. Not even trying to make fun of him. I know. I think we only gave him slack because of Dylan Brooks' trash talk and John Morant's escapades. But I think a lot of people were still wanting like an exciting young offensive team to take over the league that still has that grit and grind mentality, like some type of uh individuality as a basketball team, other than like the bigger markets. And sometimes people don't want it, so you can't control it. 25 years of Walt Frazier. Oh wow, they're looking back at Patrick Ewing era Knicks commentary. Bruh, 21 points. A finesseful pass over by Hartenstein over to Chua. That's good for two. Down the lane, finishes up and under. That's going to be a foul call. Breen. Oh, what a behind the back pass. Pump fake over the floater. Vince Williams and the putback over by Xavier Tillman. Floater's good. Hartenstein has been performing very well. Congrats for the 25 years of Green and Walt Clyde Frazier. Another good steal off the transition breakaway two over the finish. It's good off Brunson. 87 to 60 to 62, guys. Yeah, this is gonna get over. This is gonna be over quickly. Up the hook. 27-point game for the Knicks. Oh my god. This just feels like being part of an after school party, but the necessities are still from 10 years ago. So I pray for that. lower the rim for the WNBA. Stop giving them minimum wage, please. Kyrie caught a lob again, but in Brooklyn. Oh, Kyrie Irving went upstairs for a jam. God damn, guys. Yeah, that's a bit sad. Oh my god, I keep hearing about that. Something about Drake's thing getting leaked of a new of what something about him being nude. Hey, shit. I don't know why this didn't come any way sooner. No pun intended. No pun intended. But Drake's one of those cats where how you haven't even seen a photo of him naked. Drake is like a well-known celebrity, so I'm shocked. I'll be there at least when he's transitioning over to acting. I'll be there. Now it looks like we're back. Go to the lounge. Hey Kyle, look, we're so fired. Isn't that your girl? You just pull up these loungeful seats to watch a blowout game that you expect that. I mean, at least you're there for a good time. You see Brunson, you see the players, you get to the garden. Always the atmosphere. I feel like any atmosphere is worth it if you paid for it. It better be. Hustle off the play, Kennard, Williams down the lane, and foul by Hartenstein. It's 4 minutes until we head over to the fourth quarter. Thibodeau says there's a hopeful. They're hopeful of the progress uh, on court work after the All Star break for Mitchell Robinson. So probably he'll briefly come out of his rehab to be back training, so we can get back in basketball shape because he's going to be back healthy around April. I still wouldn't risk it. Higher roll off the screen by Kennard from behind the arc, and he'll get the foul. Technical fouls and emotions are high, guys. I'm probably gonna cut this out over short, people. Yeah, I am. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for pulling up, people.